Well, something to think about is this idea of karma. I very rarely talk about it, but the simplest way to put it, the simplest way to understand it, is just, it's so logical actually, is that everything we think and then do and say is the very process that produces who we become. It's very simple. Now, I think I've talked about this many times. If you think, for example, you're studying music, I think you could say exactly what I just said. Everything you think and do and say in relation to music is exactly the process that produces the musician you become. So we sort of understand that, but we don't call it, oh, that's karma. But that's what it means, cause and effect. Everything you think and do and say when it comes to carpentry, music, cooking, is the process that produces the cook, the carpenter, etc. But here, and this is the point in the Buddhist view, everything we think and do and say is what produces our happiness and our suffering. This is very hard to see. In fact, we almost immediately don't believe it. And the basis of this view, from the Buddhist perspective, which we have to look into, which we talk about all the time, is what's going on in our mind. So if we see the unhappy, negative, constricted, I-based, me-based, fear-based, poor me, angry, hurt, resentful, all the painful states of mind, guilt, all of them, they naturally cause me pain and suffering. And are natural. If you have those every day, what kind of person do you think you're becoming? I think it's really clear. It's not a question of guilt or blame. It's just logic, But we don't think this. And then have a look at your positive thoughts, which we can actively have. Training ourselves to rejoice in our own qualities, to see the good, to be kind, to be forgiving, to be loving, to watch our body, watch our speech and make it positive. This process has to bring a positive result in oneself. You're programming yourself into being a happy, open, spacious human being. Sounds easy, sounds simple, sounds simplistic even, but think about it. I mean, really think about it, and try to put it into practice.